Hello to anybody that stumbled upon this. I'm back with Disco Elysium, and I don't think I have time to waste. So I got like 7 hours end game before I don't know. I need to find money. I need to get $20. So let's waste time here. See if this gives me anything. Elderly woman is leaning on her broom. Her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Red spots. She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yeah, young Mel.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Right. She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
He's wanted for murder. He's going away for life. No trouble.
Talk?
Squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Have you a question about those apartments?
Ask away, policeman.
Can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Hey, who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Ew. God dang it, my mic is super delayed again.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
He says, firing squad for the rich. No reason for clothes by Martinez Realty Association, rather. Hey, Cindy.
Oh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right. We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
Roses are art.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Clever cultural commentary. Humans are bad for you? Okay. Better hand it over.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
That's it? I don't know. Whatever. Blue? I think that means clothing. Oh, hey, money. Oklahoma labor jeans. God ass. 100 feet, growing beneath a grate. The rats of the city. Enough coal to last several winters. Smells of chemical. Someone's been sleeping here recently? Cindy? Could be. Above the tarps, flap in the wind, forgotten hammers, nails, and rust. Door is locked, you can't get in. The chains do, someone lives back here. Can you tell us about the doors?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Has that been the coal room, yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
I mean, could she use coal as a tool for her arts?
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all. Yes, I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. Does anyone in a city like this? Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
The lieutenant is desperate. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Wait, what was the lieutenant gonna
The
say?
woman on the boat.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Now, hold on, why Ozon?
It's where they grow whores like her, and they're whoremen. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor?
Okay, I guess. Feels like she's gonna be important later, because it's not giving me a lot of options now.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city.
Yeah,
Heavy
artillery.
artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water, a straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Underwater, iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand and the mud. Helmets of soldiers, and their finger bones too, and clavicles, littering the ocean floor.
Alright, who did this damage? I feel like we should already know this.
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannon still ready to placate Revachol.
Keep
The
asking.
coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
He fears the discussion might lead to disagreements, as it often does. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. the dark waters obscure the better part of the remains.
Alright. Moving on. We still need like 12 bucks. One has torn down the wall. Seas below.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust
Golden
settles
winter gray.
on the stony floor.
15 temperature, the air chills around you, dust settles, the stormy floor.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Face the plan, look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty. Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Yeah, we'll take it. Old grocery list lies on the table and checks. Yeah, let's ask her about that room, maybe?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Foreclosed
The
apartment?
hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls. The RT, she leaves an old
She mumbles some kind of a response.
Alright, mailbox is overflowing. Oink. Okay, yeah, alright. Apartment got some money in it. Oh, we got a postcard?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
We don't need to harass everybody, though. 28. Use? Oh, it's just more money. Drawn 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal to symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it. Because white is the color of peace. Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
If I opted in to communism earlier, it would do something, perhaps. Flip out glasses, the auditor. Logic and authority. Alright. Box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Funny. Curtain shifted a little. Someone's watching from within. Here's under the alcohol. Dang. Just a door. Nothing for here right now. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Looks around, taking in the cold spring
We
air.
should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What are you talking about?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right? He might know something about the murder. So, tonight at 9 p.m.? Tonight at 9 p.m., right here, apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Alright, well, we got 2 places to be for that time then. For 29? 30? Voice from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. Feels like you could just walk over there. You know what? I am going to save. I got no regrets with things that have transpired here. As in, I got crap ton of money. Picture notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. I guess this door is just open for me now. Old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Shoes come in 3 different sizes. A family of 3, maybe. Loud rumbling noise, snore. Rumbling snore comes from within. Snoring scary somehow. Should leave. Alcohol, Commodore Red. Substance use effect. Get 1 physique minus morale though. Wait, hold on. Can I sell that?
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Alright, it's locked.
A
Let's
chalk
wait.
drawn number on the board said. This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply. No reply. No reply. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Yeah, just knock again.
A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Who is this? Demands a female voice, very intense.
Do I have to open the door?
No. You're clacking heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Later then, entering this door seems a physical challenge.
But why?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. The symbol of what now?
You know, the ones that support the working class against capital. It's an ideology. It has some noble aims, but it's also been used to justify terrible bloodshed. I feel like that's probably true. That can be said for anything. It's for loons who have no idea how economy works. Symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up for world of equality. Communism is a political ideology.
Ah, all I know about politics is that it's brought us more harm than good.
She mumbles some kind.
Alright, well, you know what? Let's go back to number 10.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearrange,
Excuse me? Of course not.
scare them, suspected of some big crime.
Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine in there? Don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. I mean, that would... I don't know if that's true or not in this world.
Oh, come on.
Was before you hear the door being
That
unlocked.
was smart.
Lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. And then we get shot. Actually. Hold on. Blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous, you can hear it swarming with bugs. Black monk straps. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. What?
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
What a smile.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Almost through her purse, flashing out a light paper-clad passport.
Very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her finger.
The sum must have been puny.
The money has also disappeared, I think. Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
Still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over the chest.
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Fuck shit up too. Reprehensible who lived here. Sounds like they knew how to have a good time.
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Of course.
Buzz with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave.
What now? Of course.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After
Soon a
you,
wellness check.
detective.
Actually, kind of nice here. Flamboyant poster of a white star, real theology. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. Photos of revolutionary posing with guns. Bullet. And the raw Merizian, Samarizian, a lounge jacket. That. Huh.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. The White Star, the photos on the wall, I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
I'm gonna take the bullet. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this.
Give me a moment.
If I need countercultural people in apartment 10, it was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Blacks, women, and sexual deviants that will come, spit. Sure, everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. They're imperceptibly slow.
Yes. Well, I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Give me a moment.
Yeah. None of the above kind of answer. But like, why would we care one way or another? The answer I give would have nothing to do with getting money for a day's rest. Nor does it have anything to do with the
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
We're gonna snitch, I guess. Or else I mentioned it was cursed, but we'll do that later.
Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
This isn't. None of that is something I should be saying. Horse magazines tucked away.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right books. Mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Hyundai. Roy's puny shirt is nothing compared to the real deal. Rows and rows of Hyundai men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundai. Return to Hyundai. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundai and the Hyundai Man. Maybe 100. Man from Hyundai and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundai and the false god. Man from Hyundai and the scorched earth. Man from Hyundai, the Hyundai colonies. Man from Hyundai and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundai and the snow crabs. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound.
Is that all? Of course not.
Not even close. Man from Hyundai in hell. Man from Hyundai and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundai under the lake. Man from Hyundai, Hyundai burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundai Man, and so much more. A twinge at the back of
this
your
is gonna
head
get double
makes you
ones.
flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
What is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyundai in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyundai Man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyundai and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women?
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyundai novels.
No, we don't got money to burn like that.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Alright, sorry for snitching.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Right, suggestion would have been good to get, huh?
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
My husband? No, he's not. Excuse me? A bad husband? What do you mean?
A nice, helpful sort.
Do policemen just go around repeating what some kid off the street said?
He isn't just some mere kid off the street. She seems very mature for her age.
Is she now? Annette's a sweet sprout, but she doesn't know anything about marriage. Why am I even talking about this? No, I don't. I have a good husband. The kind and helpful sort. And he's not missing. I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Straight in the eyes, her right foot is tapping nervously.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
Kids are always going missing. Weak, pathetic kids. Always getting themselves killed.
Why am I harassing this woman?
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they? A police for whatever I want.
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
No.
I see. Thanks.
The woman before you nods and returns.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more? Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's... No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Now, there could have been something else there, I guess.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
We haven't been to church at all, huh?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Okay.
another time, perhaps.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the musket.
Oh wait, does it actually give me something?
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison.
Oh, less authority, but lets me kick some ass. Map information incomplete. How big is this game actually?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Well, that was yesterday.
No,
Why are we
you
talking
shouldn't.
about this now?
You're an officer of the law. Hey, I've got an idea on how to fix your style. Maybe you should just go fuck yourself, yeah? Ever thought of that?
Oh, so many times.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours? Well, no.
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
Yellow rose in the windows. Those aren't the flowers. Our left for Class C.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is... Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
How long has it been
I don't know, really long.
Did you know the
Not
man?
really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Scratches or...
Uh-huh. A warehouse.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Alright. We've annoyed her enough, I guess.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her
Good
hat.
thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices? Give me a pale, aged vodka. Wait, $5 for the thing we stole? And I was kind of hoping I would be able to, like, sell this. We're gonna save. Because I want to click on it, but I don't want to, like, actually use it. I did kind of forget to put this.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine. A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can
Rain, ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Those apartments were basically a gold mine.
right to work.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, he was an enemy combatant. I ain't the murdering type, but...
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish...
I don't know when that happens
The
sometimes.
unpromising race pupil returns. He does not so much as glance at the object. Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
But why?
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash? I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman. There is nothing funky. I cannot possibly imagine what else
hold on,
we have to discuss. There is nothing funky about them. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, Type B, and the vile CF race called of pederasty. Which one do you need? I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
want to get behind him, though. There's a box there.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Remember, Leo, Everart's all items on the list have been hundreds of, and the same that you already went the drawer. So the already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset. This is the night watchman's booth. You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Credit yet thorough. Been in the world for 2 days.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if... Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Alright, fucking... Thanks, Cam.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
A member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Did it ever... made it even shadier? What the heck is this about?
What?
The brew, the shady brew.
Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done, Harry. Well done. Don't even tell me what it was. But good job. I love it when workers take the initiative like this.
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right now, if you can.
I'm just avoiding that one because it feels like it's obvious. Oh, we still need a little bit of money.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here, and as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
And let's talk. Alright, we got nothing to talk about. We went all this way for no reason. watching something on my TV, no sound or anything, but it just randomly visual goes away. Alright, what I gotta do? We need money. Got nothing to really sell. I mean, we could sell some stuff, but not really ours to sell. No, I don't want to sell it. None of it was ours to sell. We definitely have enough.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Yeah, open shut. I don't even know what that was going for. Stop carrying.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Wonderful. The store is open.
The woman before you nods.
I mean, I literally have nowhere to go.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
And closed around her pendant, fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. You do? My God,
grabs her pen again.
even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
We saved, right?
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Yeah, let's ignore her for now. Let's go talk to her, and we'll rip it open later.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
If it's just a storage room, why does it have a 70s award protecting it?
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight lip to smile, then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said, they don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
Terror runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. Wait, that's it? Something more paranatural.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage, like a trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
You're the master of psychic arts.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Oh, wait, what if I don't want to lie? We're lying.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
This is like emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out, and I returned from the void, paradetective from a long line of paradetectives.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker.
No, you're right.
I'm sorry
It's a rough job.
Hey. You need the booze to focus, all right? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
May have had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm was parapsychologically taxing. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Wards brought me here in the first place. The 70s blood also runs through me. I'm a void revenant. Powers to debat all the bad energies. I don't like either. I don't know. I'm just trying to convince her to let me do this.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
Or drag him into this. See how he feels.
Oh,
He has not been listening closely enough. You put him on the
I
spot.
can assure you he is a police officer. Very knowledgeable.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
And on your heart, my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The entity?
Yes, a malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the form of a woman. A witch, most likely. She or it must be connected to the curse somehow. No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Alright, well, that was worth it. It's times like this where I'm like, wish we can talk to Kim and explain ourselves.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
Small, terrified. Oh! Escapes from... I already forgot her name. Placence. As she tries to best look away, her round face buried in her hands. Oh, I guess that was pointless. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No same person would ever put their head in such machine. Vaguely androgynous portrait of a man.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
We're gonna knock first.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach.
Touch back neck.
Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside like little wooden sticks ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web.
I almost want to see what he says, but no, we won't do that to him. And it's dripping from a punching bag. Dang. They stab it, or they just built that way? What's this? Smells like leather and sweat. Oh, he wants to talk?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. Adventure. It's another world beyond the veil. Looks like a gym.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
There's a reason why no one's been here for ages.
Sounds good.
shot put ball? Okay. Hold on. That's a pawnable item. We got our money. Buzzer says citrus fortis. Press is worn off. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Crap, there are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
I want to do it. But let's look around first. Always blocked by old window panes and debris. Weird attic. Large and damaged on, full of strange liquids. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs remind you of blades. Naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Money.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin. And even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
I'm looking at the shadow it's making when I flash the light at him.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
I don't care, it's true, but let's look at him.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
The lieutenant nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Who drew them? Are they real?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Yeah, they're just making a little D&D campaign.
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game. Just look at those details. So much effort.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
This is just the
entire
dev room.
oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. So much pain, back pain, neck pain, headaches, carpal tunnel, chest pain. No gym membership can make up for working in this manner. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe." The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
The lieutenant notes observing the machine.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Surprised it even turned on.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
I wonder if this has to do with the Hardy Boys. That guy. Also, if we can use the old radio in the Union place.
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. Someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
If it's a game, then who's
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else? Squint the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
At a door.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Don't try to exercise the curse using technology. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. The failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, deepling his hand.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Are they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before? This was a role-playing game? What do you think happened to the company? Wow.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
It is kind of cool.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors. The curse got them. See no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep a company. Let's finish it. Do you have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Half smile breaks out, and he says, looking around the derelict room, the pipes down, rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Yep. Money! Keys with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Go rotor blades, bearing a slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. Oh. Cube like crisscrosses a filament, feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure is covered in dust. Production schedule, no filament information can be read using a radio computer. Hold up. It's also worth 50, that's awesome.
Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Are you a machine or are you alive? Actually, why'd you call me Fortress?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads with studious care. I mean, is this...
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
So this is part of the radio,
That's
I guess.
not bad.
Any other questions?
Static drowns her response.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Hey, it's a repeater station.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident. The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule?
I don't know.
If you are unsure, could you please take a look?
How do I do that?
Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it, but the core is safe. There's a filament inside. I need to
Yeah, it's
know
called
what
the
it's
production
called.
schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password. Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
It's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Oh, the lady's voice disappears along with the
Tiles
static.
on the cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework, nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing.
That'd be funny if I somehow just destroy this thing, or it just lowers in value. Okay, we'll keep it on us for now. I probably should just go straight to the hotel and pay. Penthouse from the coal chute above.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment
Bear
in
fridge,
its belly.
yeah.
The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door. A
Crack
gust
open the
of
door.
freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kevin, it's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
Relaxes his hand, his face bathed in harsh light of the open
Let's
fridge door.
take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Now take the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Them the ice cream
A
wrappers in there.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
There's a giant bear-shaped fridge doing an abandoned cellar in the first place. Well, if this is a continued failing, like, spot for business, they could be the brand that made this. The ice cream.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
They try to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
But no ice cream is available. Ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway. Two rusty rifles hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has snuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks good.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Antique Belgrave rifle.
A few bricks of
Frozen ice cream machine that's still running.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Looks like another exit. Insane mesh tank top. I will take it. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. All collapse here is inaccessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
What is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and Gingery peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. You hear the murderer of the hanged man talking? I'm not sure, Cam, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
How about the ceiling? We should investigate. Yeah. Why would I do this? We don't want to give them a warning. Wait, what?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the
I might
chimney
actually
stairs.
load the save if this does something
Chatter
I
of
don't
tiny voices
want.
above suddenly cease. Then
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice.
you've awakened the entity.
Alright, hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
But where is that?
Two cables are plugged into an electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one because it's black. The color of measurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any
The
reason.
lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
My question is, which did they start with and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
A strange leap of imagination, yet they still failed. How sad. That's just speculation. We don't know anything for sure.
Not quite. You do know that there's something unusual about this company's business model.
So is it here? Huh. Full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Taps on her headphones.
So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Pats on the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
He blinks.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I'm interested in buying dice right now. Maybe I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly.
How strange. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set. Unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
Covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites.
We're inside the
Yes, that's
chimney
probably
of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Physics of the ruddy brick that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are signs of coal, black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its feeling fading into the shadow above.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
What do you know about the man who was lynched? I've heard this place is cursed. Do you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
She's a wise woman. She has 70s trinkets protecting her against the curse. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to explain to her own daughter to keep the company going. That might be true. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail. Even her. Don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. We'll just save this one. I don't know about the wise part.
Ah, the Seminese trinkets, of course.
She nods if that explains everything.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Now hold on, is part of it? Yeah, so it's still a separate building. The malicious managers can't reach there. No, it's not doing well. Its waitress just took off. Customers have trouble paying bills. Talk about ourselves.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Alright, doesn't look like it's cursed.
And then there is me.
All kinds of... She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Places thinks you're the source. It's because you're competent, dedicated to your craft. Curse doesn't infect people like you. Curse will get to you. You have no doubt about it. Just doesn't care about the earthly time frame. I'll be first to admit there are many inconsistencies with this so-called curse.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
It might be you that's causing this. Starting to see that there's no curse, only business decision and natural market fluctuation. Honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a pleasant place.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
You know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
Would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not if my life depended on it. Guess I'm a simple man, don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. What's wrong with a little bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I mean, I'm a simple person. I don't even have a hairstyle. I just get a cut.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
Yep. Tucks a strand of hair under her head. Scarf.
It wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is good as mine.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
It's awfully quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Just from the kids I met so far, it didn't really work, did it?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Someone did cut it open then.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Alright, what's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Wow.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about debris, but what, say, snuff millie, Melu, or whatever, they just, I should probably listen to it a bit more. Shame about those windows. I'm not going to ask about that. We're going to ask about it.
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Yeah, so it is as it sounds.
What does she mean to get off on it?
Come on, electrochemistry, you know.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
And she lets the thought go. Does someone here make stuffed animals? It's all mounts lying around?
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else?
Yeah, we're letting it pass.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activist wasn't the name of... Didn't know insects had any, right? Or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, but insects don't have any brains or feelings. Oh, they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Can I just say that all these just seem true? I mean, they do have brains. Don't know about the feelings part, though. Operating off an instinct. And that does just seem like a terrible idea. Even though it's also probably real. Like, I could be wearing something like that right now. I don't even know. God. I'll just go with I like insects.
Really? Anyway.
So the
They were
rotor
made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile. Why does that sound like it's also something that actually happened?
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
That's illegal, running off with company money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind
Men
you.
like that are a curse.
Lieutenant's
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess. They were made by honestly. Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream
Okay,
is history
we heard that
now.
already. Found a strange
Fortress
machine.
Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of memory lights up her
They
face.
were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtain on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Gigantic ego trip. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
I'm sure there's
In
some
the end,
truth.
they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Yeah, too bad. Would have supported them. That's a lie, but I have backed up some stuff before that actually is interesting to me. Also, showing up to work on time is not hard.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Natural.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
Well, dice. It's like star theme. Terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Ice cream. She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell
The
a story.
place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
He leans back, disapproving.
Fritta does the same thing.
A girl just like that, she works as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly, but they expect 20 cents per hour as dog's pay. Surprised they showed up to work at all. That's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around? I don't have an opinion of employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business?
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Closes her eyes as remembering something painful.
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples, trying to express a headache.
Of
Didn't work
course
out.
not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Killed the bear. You unplugged it.
You did what?
She rolls her sole chair in an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. Had to kill the bear to become the bear. I murdered it with my own bare hands. Laid it to rest My trophy now. I unplugged the fridge to help Revachol Ice City cut their losses.
Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the berry's costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherian.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Yeah, I don't have a comment.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Beyond what you said, finishing the story, some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. Sure, I'm listening.
More questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops and tries to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
More questions about the building? Nope.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Alright, that was pretty informative. Floorboards creak. Postcard. Shoes. And a puddle of melting snow. Alright, let's go back. Kinda feels like the world has opened up a little bit more for us. And if I need to, I have an item I can pawn off. Two items. Okay. Cool.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its
master. I'm gonna try.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Yeah, just nothing.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbells to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
The barbell.
Finally, all that physical point spending has paid off.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes. How was it?
It was a Toronto house of failed businesses, enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there, just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sun shine in. I don't know about the leeching life energy. Honestly, a dump.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about, and her name is Nea. And she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, ma'am, I felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. She's not a sorceress or a malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
Source is in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy. Brought the void down, spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There's still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There's another entity more malignant, pulling the strings in Martin Benes. Perhaps in my travels I'll cross paths with it.
Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now. First, you're one of those inconsistencies, because you're still running, and she probably takes some pride in that. Go with that.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simonese wards to thank for the protection they provide.
Oh, okay, well then, never mind. You're not inconsistent at all. Congrats.
Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse.
Red blotches appear on her skin.
I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Thank you for nothing.
Oh, dang.
Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Suggestion.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
Okay, let's talk to her.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me? We met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time.
She sways back and forth on her feet.
You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
The lieutenant slowly, ever so slowly, realizes something.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to get back?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks, I learned something new about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Alright, let's get this cleared up.
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
True.
They're all dogs.
Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Famous for vain people. Better things to do. Famous people sound like a bunch of dorks.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Never mind, I literally had nothing else to
Okay.
say. Alright, let's go pay off for the night.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
He's not, though.
You see a heavy steel door with a
Alright. Again, wish I had a mouse that worked a bit more proper so I can zoom out easily. Or if there was just another button I could have used. Well, I think at this point I kind of just have to wait. Oh yeah, we can do more case stuff. We need our badge for a lot. We need someone else for the tattoos, I guess. Secret passage, signatures, which I think I have been everywhere I can go so far. I think. But we just gotta wait till nighttime to actually do other stuff. Yeah. I think I'm gonna take a break. Make sure I actually save. So, if anyone's watching, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.